guys, welcome to a brand new episode of SideQuest Podcast. Listen in and level up. I have a great show for you today, but before we get to that, if you're not following me on Facebook, head over to Facebook, go up to the search bar and type in SideQuest Fitness. Like the Facebook page and get updates on all of the articles, podcasts, and the shenanigans I get into each and every week. You can also follow me on Twitter, SideQuestFM. Follow me as well on Instagram. I'm really enjoying Instagram stories over there at SideQuestFM. And you can also follow me on Snapchat. I'm sort of trying to do both, seeing which one I like a lot more. Snapchat is SideQuestFit. And when you head over there, I want to know from you, what is one thing I can help you with? So when you follow me on Snapchat, send me a snap and let me know your one burning fitness question or nerd question or whatever on Snapchat. If you haven't left a review for the podcast, first, before you do anything else, head over to iTunes and leave a review. Every review you leave helps us move up the charts so more people can hear the amazing guests that I have each and every week on the show, as well as the awesome solo episodes that I've been putting out. So leave a review, and when you do, if you email me a screenshot, sidequestfitness@gmail.com, I'm going to send you a free bag of macro fuel. Those guys came on episode 99. If you haven't listened, head over and listen to that. But I'm going to send you a bag of it for free. I've got a few that I want to give away to anyone who leaves a review. So when you hear this, go to iTunes, leave a review, take a screenshot, email me at sidequestfitness@gmail.com, and I'll get that bag of macro fuel out to you. All right, this is a solo episode, so I'm going to shut up. Let's get in. Let's chat. Here we go.
Step up and you gotta get it fitness. Host Rob at the moment and the quest is you gotta check it and wreck it. You're breaking personal records, and with the help of the guests you won't be guessing on the lessons. That's a +5 years. Got a low-key band right here. You wanna meet him, there's no better way to greet him than to strike a boss pose. Take a look into the mirror.
So during my interview with Alex Mullan, when I asked him what he would tell his younger self in only 2 words, his reply was start earlier. Start earlier. It really got me to thinking, start earlier. What if I had started this podcast earlier? What if I had started my fitness business? What if I decided to get in shape earlier than my late 20s? Where would I be now? What would I be doing? How much more successful could I be if I had started earlier? And it's a question we probably ask ourselves all the time, especially as we get older. What if you had started playing basketball earlier? What if you had learned music earlier than your teens? Could you have been a childhood prodigy who was now a rock star and a rock god? I don't know. Starting earlier. After Alex said that, I started to do this writing creative experiment called The Artist's Way. It's a book written by a writer named Julia Cameron, and she's gone around and taught this class for many, 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 many years, helping writers and creators and artists of all types sort of get out of their creative funk, find what it is that moves them, that helps them, the obstacles that they need to come over to or to overcome, to write, to create more, to create good works. And as I was reading through it, so many things stuck out to me. And I'm flipping through the pages right now, looking at some of them as I record this, because there's just so much of it that translates just to life in general, and translates to fitness, translates to whatever you want it to translate to. But the biggest thing I took away from reading this and from what Alex said, start earlier. Something a lot of us don't do, especially when we get in the gym, is we go in and we see our friends. Maybe we see our friends on Instagram. Maybe you see me. Maybe you see, your cousin, your uncles, your aunts, someone who's had a huge transformation, and you're like, man, I gotta be them. Like you watch your favorite NBA basketball player and you go outside and you imagine that you're them as a kid, and I'm playing as Michael Jordan. And then when you get on the court, you're like, I gotta be Mike. I gotta be Mike. I've got to be at that level right now. Like, I've got to be 40 pounds thinner. I've got to lift the weight. I've got to do all the things that everyone else is doing. I've got to be at that level. But we forget the most important thing, that you need to give yourself permission to be a beginner. See, when you start a video game, like an RPG, like Fallout, Final Fantasy, really even Call of Duty, when you first start out, oh man, you level up like so quickly. All that XP, next thing you know, like level 1 to level 10, no time. But level 20 to level 21, oh my God, what a grind. I mean, you've got to go and you've got to fight some bigger bosses. If you've played World of Warcraft, now I haven't played a lot, you guys know that, and I've admitted that. I like the game, but I knew it would suck my soul in, and I was in college, and I needed to graduate. I couldn't put my life into World of Warcraft, but, the levels that I played, it takes forever to get to the next level. You've got to grind. You've got to go after things that are going to give you more XP. You've got to move up to the next level of competition in the game. You can't just kill boars in the forest forever. If you want to get stronger and move up, you got to lift more weight. You got to do more work. Like you've got to do the stuff that challenges you. But at the beginning, man, you're like, yeah! And you're killing it and you're loving it. You're leveling up. But then it gets harder as you go on. But the biggest thing you got to remember is when you play a video game, you're giving yourself permission to be a beginner. So give yourself permission to be a beginner. And no matter what you do, and know that you're going to have a lot to learn. There's a lot that you're going to have to do. And the biggest reason I think why sometimes you don't want to embrace that beginner attitude is you're afraid. You're afraid that someone is going to look at you and think, oh God, what is that guy doing? That guy has no idea. We all have that fear. You go to the gym and you think that everyone there is looking at you and judging you. But let me tell you this. Everyone at the gym is too obsessed looking in the mirror at themselves that they don't care what you're doing. Now, if they come over and give you like a dap or like a high five and say, hey, good form, or give you a tip, cool. But that's so rare because 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, everyone is thinking about themselves. Be a beginner. So whatever you're starting now, if you're worried, if you're fearful that, oh man, I don't know. Like, what if I started earlier? I should have done this then. I should have done that. Let go of the shoulds. Embrace the fact that you're a beginner, that you're going to have a lot to learn, and that you're going to level up a lot quicker in whatever it is you're doing than the people who are already successful. Especially if it's something like losing body fat, getting stronger. If you're a new beginner to strength training, you're going to see gains and strength gains that people who have 5, 6, 7, 10, 12 years of experience wish they could experience again. I'll be honest, going from like 95 pounds to 150 pounds, like an almost 60-pound increase in your deadlift in maybe a month or two, man, I wish I could do that now. It's a lot harder of a grind as you get into it. So embrace that beginning. But when it comes to wishing that you had started earlier, the best time for you to start anything is right now. If you've been debating, if you've been thinking, embrace the beginning and start now. There's a great quote in The Artist's Way that I'm going to share with you. And they're talking, she talks about give yourself permission to be a beginner. By being willing to be a bad artist, you have a chance to be an artist. So by willing to get out there and put in the work and do it, you're giving yourself the chance to lose the weight, to build that business, to get that confidence that you wouldn't get if you just sat on the sidelines. And the more you do it, the better you're going to get. She says she makes this point, and almost every time she makes that point, she's met with sort of defensive hostility. And someone always asks her, but do you know how old I will be by the time I learn to really play the piano, act, paint, write a decent play? And I've heard that as a coach. Man, do you know how long it's going to take me? And her only reply is, yeah. It'll be the same age as if you don't start anything. How long will it take me to learn how to play the piano, act, paint, write, or produce a decent play? Yeah, I know how long it'll take you. But you'll be the same age if you don't start. So all of those beginning fears that you're going to have them 5 years down the road if you don't start now. By starting now, embracing the beginning, you are really going to make progress and get past that, because what's on the other side of fear? Nothing. Much of the fear of our own creativity, as is mentioned in this book, is the fear of the unknown. We all fear the unknown. We're all afraid of, well, what happens? What happens if I lose weight and my significant other, I don't find them attractive? What happens if I lose weight and my significant other finds me attractive? What did he think of me before? What if I lose weight and I'm a totally different person? What if I do this? What if I'm successful? Well, what if? You'll never know if you don't actually do it. Embrace the beginning. Give yourself the permission to go, you know what? I'm going to embrace this period where I might suck, because I know that I'm going to get better no matter what. Even if you think, all of the crazy things that we think to ourselves. I tell myself at the time, man, I suck at writing. I'm not very good. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm not this. I'm not that. But none of those core negative, things that I tell myself need to be true. All of the negativity that you have in your head that you tell yourself, it's not true. Because negative beliefs are exactly that. They're beliefs, not facts. The fact is, you have the strength to accomplish whatever your goals are. But you got to embrace that beginning. Know that, yeah, I might not be very good, but I'm going to learn very quick, and I'm going to progress and level up a lot faster than the guys who have been doing it for a long time. Give yourself permission to be a beginner. Enjoy that beginning process and start now. Don't start 10 years from now so that you're telling yourself, man, I wish I had started earlier. I'll end it with one more little caveat. My good friend Tanner Bays was up here a few weeks ago, and we were at a bookstore, and Tanner is very well read, has read so many more books than I have. And watching him, as I grab books, listening to him be like, oh, that's a great one. 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 I came home, and as we're sitting here, my wife and him around, I was like, man, I feel really intimidated. I wish I had started reading earlier. And he looked up and he was like, dude, you're at a great point. Maybe it's kind of new that you're reading some of these books, but it doesn't matter. No one cares. Just read them. You've got time. So start reading them. You've got time. Start doing what you want to do. If you're looking to lose weight, if you're looking to get in better shape, if you're looking to get more confidence or conquer whatever your fear is, start doing it now. When was the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. When was the next best time? Today, right now. So whatever it is you're struggling with, whatever it is you want to accomplish, start today. Don't wait any longer. Embrace the beginning and know that you're going to level up and learn so much in that process and grow so quickly. You're going to make a lot of people around you very, very jealous, especially when it comes to gaining strength in the gym. So get out there. Don't let those negative beliefs affect you, because they're not true facts. So embrace the beginning, conquer your goals, get out there and kick some ass. If you guys have any questions or you want to know more, hit me up again on Facebook, on Twitter, on Snapchat, Instagram, or email me, sidequestfitness@gmail.com.
Step up and you gotta get it fitness. Host Rob at the moment and the quest is you gotta check it and wreck it. You're breaking personal records, and with the help of the guests you won't be guessing on the lessons. That's a +5 fierce. Got a low-key band right here. You wanna meet them, there's no better way to greet them than to strike a boss pose. Take a look into the mirror.